Hello everyone, today we're going to explore group, hide, lock, and invert to make our life a bit easier while we're iterating upon our tessellations. So first thing we're going to do, we're still working two-dimensionally, so you're going to double click top to maximize that perspective. And I'm going to go ahead and select this right away, and I'm going to hide it. We're going to be working from the preferred tessellation. And first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it from kind of an arbitrary point to the center with the move command. Okay, then we're going to take this, and I think what the first thing we'll do is we'll just use the copy command to make a few iterations of it. That was weird looking. So I'll pop a few over to the side. Maybe I don't. Okay, then I think I liked it without the ones in the middle, so I think I'll do that. And I'm going to go ahead and select this unit because now I'm going to be building with this as a unit. So you can see right now, each of these are a closed curve. And when I select a few, it says 3 curves selected, and they're 3 closed curves. If I want to make it easier on myself, if I'm working with these as a unit commonly, and I want them to stay always in relation to each other, I don't want to accidentally do something like this and not notice it, for example, I can select all of them and use the group command, which is this icon right here, or you can type in group, or there's a hotkey for this one. This is another one, another hotkey I suggest you learn. It's just Control G for group. So now, what this does is it makes it so when I select one, I select all of them. That's it. It doesn't change the geometry in any way. So now this is group. I'm going to use the copy command, and I think I will start working with this as a unit. Is this how I want it to go? I'm not sure. I think I want it to be like this. Yeah, that sounds good. So I will start working with this. And there we go. That made it, if we were doing that without grouping them, it would have been a lot more work. We would have to be very careful with our selection as well. And here we have this unit now. Now, if, say, for example, what if we wanted to work with this unit? What if we were creating a really large tessellation? I could do the same thing. I could group these 4 groups, and now they're nested groups. So if I ungroup them, which I suppose should be in here, if I were to ungroup them, that's this icon right to the right of group, and it would ungroup, and it only does ungroups one of the stacks, one of the layers of groups, the most recent one, the one on top, I suppose. If we wanted to bring them fully out of group, we could click that twice, and now they're fully out of group. I undid that. I'm going to select these, I'm going to group them again. The hotkey to do ungroup is Control-Shift-G. Okay, so we have that. I kind of like that one. I mean, it's okay. Maybe I'll break up its normality a little bit and like break into here a little bit. Something like that. Is that more interesting? A little. Okay, whatever. We'll say we love it. So I'll group these again. I ungrouped them to do that. And I'm going to go ahead and lock this. This one is finished as far as I'm concerned, and I just want to keep it there without accidentally messing with it or doing something later. So I'm going to lock it. Locking it makes it so it's there. You can even reference it still, but it's not, you can't touch it, you can't move it, you can't mess with it. Okay, let's look at another iteration. What do we want to do with this one? Let's see. I think what we'll do here is I don't really care for these anymore. I'm going to delete them. I think I'm going to keep this part, and I want to keep this so I can select all of this and then hold control while selecting to deselect this, then delete it. Or let's say it's a more complicated selection than this with multiple areas that I didn't want to delete. Like, let's say it's these 4 or something like that. I could type the invert command, and that will invert my selection. And actually, maybe I like this one better. So I'll invert again and delete these ones. Now I have my unit, and I'll group this together and I'll start working with that. You can see that through all of those inversions, this didn't get touched, and that's because it's locked. I can't select it. Okay, so I have this. I think let's start building with it. I group it together. Yeah, let's start building. I'll use the copy command, and where do I want to go? I'm not sure. It's okay. Maybe we'll think bigger, and I'll group this one. So now this is a unit, and come back in here, make sure we snap nicely, and it's still going down. So let's use this spot and go back up. Okay. That's all right. So again, we can maybe grab a little section of these to work with. I can do Control-Shift-G. I'll copy and paste that, and then I'll go ahead and group all of this, move it up somewhere, lock it. And a lot of what we're doing right now, in this case, could be organized more nicely with layers, but all of these commands are still good to know. Okay, do we want to do anything else? We'll do one more. So let's see, what can we do here? I'll group this. I'm not really sure where I'm going to go with this one, but let's see where. I think I'm just going to create kind of a block of them, and create kind of a block of them, and then kind of chip away at it sporadically. Let's go ahead and ungroup all of this, Control-Shift-G a couple times, and I think I'm going to just create something a little more less structured this time. I want them to stay connected, so I don't like that. I think I don't want this one, but I do want them to stay connected, so I'll pop in another one here. It had potential, but I don't think the particulars of this arrangement is super nice. We'll leave it for now. That's okay. So here we have a few different iterations. We can always use the unlock command to unlock all of them if we wanted to manipulate them further. And there you have it, a few different iterations of this hexagonal tessellation from our last exercise. See you next time.